what's going on, everybody? It's your man Shaq Cook, and guys, welcome back to the season finale of season 3 of Keepin with Shaquille. We inquire to inspire. First and foremost, before we say anything, I want to say thank all of you. I want to thank you all for making this season a great season. I want to say thank you to all of the guests who decided to be on the show and to share their talent and to spend some time with us. Man, this show would not be what it is today if it was not for you guys, if it was not for the viewers, the supporters. Special thank you to everybody who donated into our scholarship fund, because tonight, yes, our special guest is our scholarship winner. And because of you, you guys helped us make a dream come true. And so we are so thankful and so grateful. We've been doing this thing for 3 years, and we got a whole entire lifetime to keep going. But this is a huge milestone. So thank all of you guys. Also, starting in the next couple of weeks, if you thought that you was done hearing from me, you're wrong. The College Football Highlight Podcast is coming back. Season 2. Me and my buddy Chuck on Weibo, we getting ready to do it really big on this year's big time college football. So guys, you can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Stitcher. So make sure that you go and subscribe. Also, guys, make sure that you go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shaquille E. Cook. You can catch all of the episodes of Keepin' Real with Shaquille from Season 2 and Season 3. So, just because the season's getting ready to wrap up does not mean that you can't keep watching, can't keep supporting and sharing. So go like us, go subscribe and like us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and also make sure that you like us on Instagram, Shaq_attack_CEO. And last but not least, dear God, thanks for my child. This play is going to be lit. And of course, you know, I have a star role in the play. And we're getting ready to kick that play off next month, September 29th. Okay, so tickets are on sale right now. So you can get your tickets right now. You can holler at me, get a ticket in advance of $10. You can go get a ticket on Eventbrite. Or you can wait until the day of the play and get it for $15. But I'd rather you go ahead and purchase a ticket now, because these tickets will sell out, because this play is hot commodity. So without further ado, I put all my emotions aside because it's a little sad that we're here, but I do not want to waste any more time. I want to get into it and introduce you guys to our very special guest. This young lady, she is very talented, gifted. She's getting ready to start her brand new chapter of her life off. She just recently graduated high school, and a huge thing for me and the Keepin' Real Shaquille staff and supporters, she actually fulfilled our vision in being the very first outstanding student scholarship recipient. She was awarded with our scholarship to go off to college, guys. So please, without further ado, please give a warm Keepin' Real Shaquille welcome to Miss Mykayla Wilkins. Mykayla, what's going on?
Nothing.
You doing good?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for being on the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, first thing I gotta ask you, just tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are.
Well, as he said, my name is Mykayla. I'm 18. I just graduated from Easy Glass High School June 2nd, 2019.
Woo, 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 woo!
I attend Rivermont Baptist Church, RBC.
Woo, 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 woo!
And I'm involved in a lot of different ministries there, like praise dance. I'm on the usher ministry. I sing on the choirs. I'm also involved in the National Honor Society. I decided June 9th to take a big step and to give my life to Christ. I was a little scared. I knew that I needed to do it. I knew why I was doing it. I just didn't know when the right time. And then when the tragedy happened with one of my close friends earlier in May, I said, well, I have to do this now so I can do it for me and do it for him as well. So.
Wow. All right, let me be high five. That's what I'm talking about. Man, I'm getting ready to start crying over here. You got you got me over here. You got me in my feelings like Drake. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about college. This step is getting ready to be huge for you. So tell us, what school will you be attending this fall? What's going to be your major, and what do you plan to do with it?
Well, in the fall 2019, I'll be attending Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia, where I'll be studying nursing with a minor in health administration. I'll be pursuing my nursing career to hopefully become an OR nurse, a newborn nurse, or a critical care nurse. Hopefully later on, 4 or 5 years, I want to go back to ODU because I found out at registration that they have a physician's assistant program. So that's another 3 or 4 years. So I have to go back, and I want to be a physician's assistant. So.
Wow, that's awesome. A lot of science, and that's what I wasn't good at. I was very terrible at science.
Well, my favorite, I've always been good at math and science. English and history,
Really?
Not mine.
All right, so I was flipped. Like, I was good in English, which I hated it, but I was really great at history as well. And science and math is just.
I like science and math.
Ah, gosh. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's an accomplishment within itself. And so, Old Dominion University, Norfolk, Virginia. So, why ODU?
Well, I applied to 25 different schools.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But didn't have to pay for any applications. College application week comes in handy. It's in November, by the way, for all the seniors. And I filled out 25 applications. I got it accepted into 12. And it was between ODU and JMU. When I went to visit JMU, the campus was a little big. And I liked the buildings. I liked the atmosphere. It was just too big. And I felt like I was going to get swallowed in. So then we went to ODU. Everybody was all friendly. And I didn't even know the people, but they knew me. And they were like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. We want to be your friends. And I was like, okay. I didn't know these people, but I was like, all right. And so then I got to know them, and I was like, oh yeah, I like this place down here. And we went to go see the different dorms and where I'd be staying. And I was like, yeah, I think this is me. I like this down here.
That's awesome. So it just felt at home. You felt at home. That's good. All right. Well, people said that you look pretty, so stay away from guys when you get down there. I don't want anybody to get in trouble. All right. So you were awarded with our Outstanding Student Scholarship. It was our very first time, our very first crack at it, and you actually made history being awarded with the scholarship. You made my dream come true. So to you, how are you an outstanding student?
Well, I don't want to brag, but I feel like I'm an outstanding student because my senior year, it was a little rocky. I was like, well, I want to take a college class because my junior year I was supposed to go to CVCC for the early college program, but I felt like that would have been too much pressure, so I didn't do that. So I decided to take college comp my senior year. And I was a little scared. When I walked into the classroom, my teacher, he was really, really nice. And he was like, when you're in here, you're not a high school student, you're a college student. So he treated us like we were in the college class. We were responsible for all our work, all our papers. They had to be turned in on time. And that just really opened my eyes. And so when I finished the class with all A's and a 4.5 GPA starting at CVCC, I felt really accomplished. And I was like, yeah, I think I can take the challenge. So doing that and then juggling, taking the internship at Lynchburg Hospital with going to the different floors, trying out different nursing positions, seeing what I like. And I really like I really like the critical care nurse. That's what I really want to be. So I really like the juggling that, doing assessments for that, and doing like my anatomy class online and the college comp class. It was like, I think I can do this. And I felt like I had really accomplished something and really made a big step and got out of my comfort zone to be and to get to where I need to be and my goal for college. So
awesome. That's beautiful. And thank you for applying, and thank you for making my dream come true, because I've been wanting to award somebody with this scholarship since I was in your shoes when I was a senior in high school. And then so many years later, I don't want to give my age, but so many years later, my dream became a reality, and you made that dream a reality. So thank you so much for being the first to apply. You didn't wait. You once I told you about it, you was like, okay,
yeah.
The next week you had your stuff
I needed some money. College isn't cheap.
It isn't. No, it isn't. Which that leads me into my next question. One, how does it feel to win this scholarship? And then two, to kind of talk about the importance for students who are in your shoes to apply for outside scholarships for college since it's so expensive.
Well, to get the scholarship, it felt really, really nice because when he came to Glass and in the scholarship room, and he was like, oh, I'm handing out this new scholarship. I need people to apply. So it was a lot of kids from like Glass and Heritage and other schools applying for the scholarship. So it was a lot of competition, and it wasn't just me. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, well, wait a minute, what if I don't get it? Because it's a lot of kids that are higher level than me, but we still neck and neck. And it was a lot. And so I felt like when I got the scholarship and I got the call, and I was at work that day, and my coworkers, and I was in there hollering and screaming, I was excited. And my coworkers was looking at me like, what is wrong? And I was like, I just won a scholarship. And so then, like, the next day, I got 2 more scholarships from ODU. So that, like, took my balance down, where I don't even have to pay $5,000 a semester. I have to pay $2,000 for fall and spring semester, $4,000 for a year.
Wow. That is huge. That's huge. And, you know, a lot of students, I was like this when I was in high school, and then, and it's not even just for applying for scholarships, but even when applying for a job, a lot of people think that, well, you know, there are a lot of other great candidates out there. I don't want to waste my time to apply for it. When I was in your shoes in high school, I was like, well, every time I apply for a scholarship on FastWeb, I never get it.
That's what I was thinking. They gave me, like, the school would give me, like, scholarships.com and FastWeb scholarships. And I'm like, there's people across the world applying for these scholarships. I know I'm not going to get any of those scholarships. So when I find local scholarships that, like, in my area, in my major, I'm like, oh, yeah, I might have a chance in these, because they're part of with people that are in my same competition, and that I know that, oh, yeah, well, I'm competing with her, but I know if I can get as far and as big as her, then I can get the scholarship and I can do this. So I felt like it was just a competition. I wasn't really worried about it because, I mean, I have parents that'll pay for me, but they don't pay for me for school, but getting scholarships is good too. And when applying for scholarships, don't ever wait till the last minute. I waited till the last minute, and it was rough. Apply for scholarships. When you first start school, August 15th, for all the seniors, you need to apply for scholarships then. Because that's when the scholarships will come available. And I know at Glass, the scholarship coordinator has a Google sheet with all the scholarships on it, and you just apply. And more than likely, if you're applying and it's not a lot of kids that know about it, you'll have more of a chance to win, because it'll probably be like you and 3 other people, so then they have like 3 people to pick from. So you never know who's applying and who you're competing with. So get to the scholarships early, get the money early, so you can be able to go to school and do what you want.
Preach it. That's what I'm talking about. Preach it. You can ready to steal my show away from me. You're doing so great. And like you said a lot of great things, because as someone who applied for scholarships and now someone who's actually administering scholarship, choosing a winner is very hard. You know, it's very difficult, especially when you have a lot of outstanding students who are heavily involved, like yourself, great GPAs. And then it's like, well, Shane and I were sitting down like, man, how are we going to decide who gets the scholarship? We had to be very specific and like pay more close attention to detail. Have you answered the questions? You know, and even if you have answered the questions, who submitted letters of recommendations? You know, like who submitted it early, who waited? You know, like all these things play a factor. And you know, it was a challenge. It was a tough decision. But, man, we're very happy with awarding with you, because you've shown us, and I believe that you're getting ready to show the world, you are showing the world on this show, why you are outstanding, and that you're going to be very successful moving on to ODU. And so, before I jump into the last question, I do want to add this in here. What are you looking forward to the most about being at ODU? The Monarchs.
I'm really looking forward to like the community, the people. It's just a really great atmosphere down there on that campus, and it kind of feels like Lynchburg. Lynchburg is so small. ODU, there's a little bit of Lynchburg there. It's a lot of Lynchburg kids that go there, so it's like a home away from home. And I have a lot of family down there, and I just felt really at home. And I like the football team. I like watching football and basketball. That's a priority.
About. Yes.
And so,
yes.
And school, of course, books. You have to do books. Let's do that first. You have to go to books. But I just really like the atmosphere down there, and it's just really, really nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's going to help a lot of students out who are watching this show, because we were talking about this at Beacon of Hope the other day. Choosing a college, we were really stressing to students that you need to go and go on a tour.
Mm-hmm.
Actually envision and see yourself at the school, and being there, you can actually picture if this is the place for you or not.
And don't wait till your senior year to try to do tours, because then you got classes, you got tours, and you want to do like activities and stuff, so you can't cram all that in the same year. So try to do your tours like your junior year during that summertime before you get to your senior year, so then you know, well, I have these 4 or 5 colleges in mind, so then these will be my first colleges that I'll apply for when it comes like early action and stuff like that. Those deadlines, you can apply for those, so then you can get in that applicant pool.
Man, girl, you're just killing it, man. I wish I would have known this when I was in your shoes in high school. All right, so last thing I want to ask you, and we always ask every single guest on the show before we jump into questions from the outside, because I see some people posting some questions for you. If you had one thing to say to inspire the audience, what would it be?
Well, one thing I would say that I didn't take serious at first was school. School matters and life happens, but one thing that I've learned the most is that you got to learn how to talk to people and communicate with people. Communication is really, really a key part in trying to get where you need to get. You can't keep it to yourself and then think that the dream is going to happen. And you have to find friends in school, at church. Even strangers can be your friends. And one thing that I know, that you have to open up and talk to people. Don't be so shy and think, oh, they're going to judge me. No, if they judge you, then they're just going to judge you. That means you don't need to talk to them. Find somebody who's not going to judge you, who's going to take you for who you are. And first, before you start your endeavors, you need to pray about it. That's one thing that I believe, that if you put God first and ask Him for clarity, He'll give you clarity. And my senior year was really an eye-opener and taught me a lot of these things. So that's one thing that I'll take with me when I go to college.
Are you a preacher again? You sure you're not a pastor? You sure you're not going to school for ministry?
No.
You're over here preaching. You're over here preaching. Wow, that is tremendous, and that is very inspiring. And it's very inspiring for me to hear that sitting right beside you, just because, you said something that is very important. And I'm going to say this before we jump into the audience questions, and feel free to post a question if you wish. Open up, talk to people, connect with people. Connect your dream and your vision to other people, because that's how this scholarship in particular came about. Shane and I, we just announced it to a couple people that we started the scholarship, and before you know it, people just started donating and just pouring into us, to the point that we looked up and we had the money for the scholarship within a week. And we didn't ask anybody for anything. We were just going to put the money up ourselves and just save it up and make it work, but we just put it into the atmosphere, and other people believed in our vision and made it work. And here we are today with the winner of our scholarship, and this is something that I'm so proud of. I feel like I could retire after this, but I got to keep going.
Yeah.
But like Mykayla said, do not be afraid to put your dream in the atmosphere. Make sure that you're talking to the right people. Your dream isn't for everybody to know, because some people will pray with the E instead of the A. Some people pray with the E instead of the A. But when you're around the right people, they will pray with you, sow into you, and if they can't, give you what it is that you need, they may know somebody else who may have what you need. And so, guys, listen to Mykayla and make sure that you thank her. We're getting ready to jump into the audience questions. If my lovely, lovely Chief Wife Officer will, thank you so much. She already done did it for me. So let's hop into these questions here. All right, so the Chief Wife Officer of this show, she says, what is one thing you're looking forward to at ODU? And I think you already answered that, but what's another thing she's looking forward to?
The classes. When I was looking, I was trying to find which school has the best nursing program, which school would benefit me into helping my dreams and my career come true. And I found a lot of schools that have some schools have that 100% top-notch nursing school, but which school has the most success rate? Which school is you got kids going through there and they're actually doing something with their career and their goals. And so I found that OD, there's a lot of different hospitals and stuff that they have their kids at internships and stuff their junior and senior year. So then after, when they graduate, they have jobs. So their senior year, they're basically working at the hospital that they're going to school for. So I just found that ODU was really, that was the good fit for me.
Awesome. So what are ways your family, church family, and friends can be supportive?
Just pray for me. Because these classes, I'm not really a school person, but if I want something and I know I want to be there and be that, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So just being a support system and always having a support system is really, really good. My parents have been a good support system. A lot of her friends have been really supportive. Just maybe a text every once in a while or something like that. Just really a support system is really all I need.
Yes, and they all say that it takes a village to raise a child, and even when the child is gone, you still need to be connected to people. Mm-hmm. And I remember when I was in your shoes and I went off to college, I came here to Lynchburg, and I was the only person from my school, from my neighborhood, that actually decided to go to Liberty that year. So I had to start from scratch with meeting new friends and just being connected. And it was great to have a great support system from home. People who would send me care packages, text messages, phone calls, let me know that they love me, send me money. Make sure you send her money because you definitely need it. You get tired of the cafeteria food.
Well, I have unlimited swipes in cafeteria, so I'm going to swipe till I can't swipe no more.
Oh, well, I'm coming to have dinner at ODU then if that's the case. Sure, unlimited swipes, man.
Yeah, that's the thing that all the freshmen had to have was an all-access. So when I told my mom, I said, Mom, all the freshmen had to have an all-access meal plan. It was like $3,000. She said, Kayla, what? I said, yeah, all the freshmen have to have that. She said, well, I guess you got to get that. Because I was looking at meal plans. I was like, well, I can just get this 160. I don't have 160 swipes. Mom said, you're going to use 160 swipes in a week, Kayla. As much as you like to eat, you're going to use 160 swipes. So we had to get the all access. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a bunch of different eating places that we can eat free at and have discounts at. So it'll be good.
That's awesome. And so, last but not least, the Chief Wife Officer of Keepin Real, Shaquille, she says, so glad to say, I know you. Don't forget about us little people. LOL. Please don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. And guys, if you heard laughter, we actually have a live audience here in the building tonight. So give it up for Mykayla's family who decided to be with her. Y'all can make some noise. Yeah. Yes. Her family decided to come and be with her tonight. And so before we end the show, before we end this season, we always got to do it right. So I know that you're going off to college and you're going to need to be organized. So we hooked you up with the gift here. We got you a little gift bag like we always do. So I'll open it up for you.
Matches my bed set.
Oh, really? See, look, I just felt purple for some reason when I was going out and getting it. So we got you a planner for the 2019-2020
I need about 5 of these. My life is going to be a mess.
It's going to be a mess.
I need an academic. I need an activities calendar. I need a bunch of them.
So we hooked you up with a planner, and always, like we always do, we always want to make sure that our guests remember being on this show and how important it is to us, how much we appreciate you. And so we went ahead and framed this for you.
Oh,
we framed that for you. And then, so this way when you move in, you can turn that bad boy around. Guys, we framed this is so nice. I'm actually jealous I don't have one. But yeah, so when you go off to college, you can put that on your desk. You can always remember that you are outstanding, that you matter, and that you mean so much to your family, your church family here in Lynchburg. You mean so much to a lot of people, and we're just so proud to see you take the next steps. And so continue to be outstanding, and your outstanding is just going to continue to go high and high and higher on the next level. And hopefully we can make it down there to ODU in Norfolk.
Come on down there.
Catch a couple football games with you, get some good food. The beach isn't too far away.
No.
I had to go to Norfolk to the Apple Store to replace my phone when I ran in the water at the beach. So I'm a little familiar with the Norfolk Mall. So guys, thank y'all so much for making this season a dream season. Make sure that you guys thank Mykayla. Let's get a round of applause for Mykayla. Let's get a round of applause. Yes. She is our scholarship award winner. And as I close, I just want to hold this up, guys, because it looks so good. I'm proud of myself to actually put this together. Guys, I want to encourage you as we end this season. Whatever it is that is on your heart that you want to do, you may look at yourself and say, I don't have the resources, I don't have the money. Listen, Keepin' Real with Shaquille was a dream for me, and now is a reality. I started this talk show off just sitting at my desk in my bedroom, and we've grown to have a studio. We've grown to make connections with more guests. Now we even have Keepin' Real with Shaquille turned from a talk show into an actual brand, where we have merchandise and we have a podcast, and we actually have a third show that's getting ready to come up, and we have a scholarship. And the scholarship in 2011, when I was a senior, I said that I wanted to give back just because because I was awarded with scholarships, and I remember how I felt when I was applying for scholarships. I would never get one, and I earned 3 in one night. I was awarded with 3 in one night, and I said, one day I want to make sure that I do the same thing. And Mykayla fulfilled my dream, and not only her, but people believed in the same vision and donated. Even when my wife and I were just going to do all the work by ourselves, people believed in us and donated. And so with God, all things are possible. And guys, remember, dream big and go for it. Shoot for the stars. If you get tired, take a rest on a planet, but keep on going. So that's it for season 3 of Keepin' Real with Shaquille. I'm going to miss you guys, but you know what? You're not going to be, you can't just get rid of me. The college football highlight is getting ready to come up in the next couple of weeks, so be on the lookout. Make sure that you thank Mykayla. So let's give one more round of applause for her. Our scholarship award winner. And without further ado, of course, guys, I'm your man, Shaq Cook. And this is Keepin' Real with Shaquille. We inquired to inspire. I'll see you all on season 4. Stay blessed.